Here's your weekly SunStar Baguio Newsbits. A look at this week's headlines.
Yap remains negative of COVID-19. Exodus for non-Baguio residents start. Protest on versus proposed COVID-19 facility. DOH clarifies delay in COVID-19 tests. Benguet gets ready for COVID-19 scenarios. Curfew violators to be detained. And health workers face discrimination.
And for the details.
Benguet caretaker Congressman Eric Goyap remained COVID-19 free. On the evening of March 27, the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine of the Health Department publicly apologized to Yap for forwarding a report of his COVID-19 results that displayed a clerical oversight. RITM said they maintain that their testing process is compliant with the World Health Organization protocol and that their results remain accurate despite the incident. Yap, in an official statement, accepted the apology, saying for the past 2 days it has been very hard on his part and everyone around him. The Solon said the recent pronouncement from the health agency is not a cause for celebration, as millions of Filipinos are still affected by the current crisis. He said he will not harbor hard feelings towards anybody and urged public to stay at home and be safe from the virus. Following the clarification made by the Health Department, the Benguet Congressional District Office has also decided to resume its operations starting Monday, March 30. Lauren Alamondo, SunStar Baguio.
The stranded are starting to move out from the mountain city, with the government facilitating coordination for a speedy return to their hometowns. The province of La Union, through the office of Governor Francisco Emmanuel Ortega III, provided buses from the Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University to ferry stranded residents. City Hall records show there are 600 stranded residents from La Union who have registered to signify their want to return. However, a bigger problem awaits those wanting to return to Pangasinan, with close to 3,000 stranded in the city. Magalong said coordination with governors in the Cordillera is ongoing on how to ferry those stranded in the city to their provinces, taking into consideration time and resources. Maria Elena Catahan, SunStar Baguio. Fear has pushed residents of Barangay P. Burgos to block the use of the former Santo Niño Hospital as a COVID-19 facility. P. Burgos Chief Bonifacio Bustos said residents are in the midst of a signature campaign to petition a halt in plans to use the former hospital as a containment facility. Bustos said residents, especially those who live nearby, have a growing apprehension on the effect of the possible use of the facility on their health as well as security. However, the former hospital, according to Bustos, is a private facility, and if owners have decided to have the city use the area, coupled with emergency powers the government can invoke at these times of crisis, there is little the barangay or the residents can do to stop the plan. The facility is now being sanitized and cleaned to be able to be of use as a containment facility or a diagnostic center, especially for COVID-19 cases. Maria Elena Catahan, SunStar Baguio.
The Department of Health Cordillera explained testing procedure at the Baguio General Hospital and Medical Center, or BGHMC, for COVID-19 undergo 2 levels before the final clearing coming from the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine, or RITM. BGHMC accommodates cases in the Cordillera region, including those coming from Regions 1 and 2. Dr. Amelita Pangilinan, DOH CAR Regional Director, explained with BGHMC as one of 5 hospitals in the country as a sub-national hospital for COVID-19 testing, all selected patients, particularly those identified suffering from diabetes, cancer patients, and those 60 years old and above are considered vulnerable to the virus as priority for the laboratory testing. At present, the results of a final confirmatory test would take a few days due to the influx of other lab specimens being sent to RITM for final confirmation. The delay on final test result is attributed by DOH CAR to the influx of specimen samples coming from all over the country aside from those coming from Metro Manila being sent to RITM. Pangilinan appealed to public and private hospitals in the 3 regions to continue servicing patients having other health concerns not related to COVID-19 as these patients have specific medical treatments for their ailments. Conway Copas, SunStar Baguio.
The provincial government of Benguet this week said there is no total lockdown for now but continues to maintain precautionary measures as the province prepares for the worst in the wake of the coronavirus disease pandemic. Governor Melchor Diclas added precautionary measures which mandates only 1 member per family to go out and buy essential needs and curfew hours are implemented in a bid for people to stay home and maintain social distancing. The idea for a total lockdown in the province was raised during the provincial COVID-19 Interagency Task Force on March 23, following the first positive COVID-19 case in Baguio City. Diclas said the Benguet General Hospital Economic Enterprise, earlier identified as a quarantine facility for the province, is one of the hospitals which continue to accommodate COVID-19 patients with 15 admitted in the hospital since Monday. Talks also continue to tap other facilities in anticipation for the increase of COVID-19 patients. Joven Peralta, SunStar Baguio.
Curfew violators face possible detention, especially those found to have no reason to roam the streets, according to the Police Regional Office Cordillera. Police Brigadier General Arwin Pagkalinawan, Procor Director, explained the measure is in consonance with the government's action to prevent the possible local transmission of the coronavirus disease pandemic. The regional director stated the role of the PNP, particularly in this time, is its concentration on law enforcement, while violators of the 24-hour curfew will be held at the police precincts for them to learn. Meanwhile, Procor have finalized the lists of cargo truck vehicles bearing essentials to and from Baguio City and the region to assist them in their transport services. Jonathan Llanes, SunStar Baguio.
Dr. Ricardo Ruñez Jr., Medical Center Chief 2 of Baguio General Hospital and Medical Center, is calling for compassion for medical frontliners, adding medical health workers are now victims of discrimination since the COVID-19 pandemic escalated. The hospital chief said now that health workers are handling COVID-19 cases in the city, people have been noted to keep their distance from them, worried that the threat of infection may contaminate them. Ruñez added, health workers have also been reported to have been refused rides as they go home from hospital duty or when they travel to work. As Ruñez appealed to the public, he said the health workers are fully protected as they wear their personal protective equipment. Previously, the city government made a call to hotels near hospitals to provide accommodation for health workers, with Starwood Hotel responding first to the plea. Starwood has opened their doors for medical frontliners who may need to rest after hospital duties and have no transportation to ferry them home. Another private company, 3BU Hostel, opened their Upper Bonifacio and Governor Pac facilities for medical frontliners. Conway Copas, SunStar Baguio.
And that's your weekly SunStar Baguio Newsbits. For more updates, visit us at our website at sunstar.com.ph/Baguio and like us on Facebook at SunStar Daily Baguio. And here's a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. If you give me rice, I'll eat today. If you teach me how to grow rice, I'll eat every day. Till next weekend, this is Conway Copas, reminding you to grab a copy of SunStar Baguio, the only daily newspaper in Northern Luzon. Happy weekend!